What I remember most about Pastor Goodwin is that Pastor Goodwin was a great speaker. He really knew the word. I also remember Pastor Goodwin as a people's person. You could go into his office and talk to Pastor Goodwin, even on Sunday morning.
He was very positive. He always had something nice to say. He never met a stranger. He would always give you a kind word and speak to everyone, even the children.
When he would meet you, he was always professional and glad to see you and ask you some questions like, how's your family doing?
The thing that I remember most about him is that his personality was just all around. He was a good teacher, a good preacher, and a fun person.
What I remember most about Pastor Goodwin is when he was preaching and he was getting happy, his little dance he used to do, where he would shake his shoulders and throw his leg up in the air when he started feeling that thing he was talking about.
He was not a very boastful man, and he didn't like for you to boast over him. He didn't like for you to brag on him.
The way his schedule was, he never could make it to the Titans game, and I would always take him to the Monday night game, and we would tailgate prior to the game. And one of the things he always wanted was bratwurst. He said he wasn't going to come to the game unless I grilled some bratwurst for him.
Pastor Goodwin would affectionately pull you in as his own son or daughter. And you could go in his office and talk to him about it. I don't care what it was. And if you were feeling really down, you would come out feeling better than you ever felt when you first walked in. You come out just a whole different person.
The valuable lesson that Reverend Goodwin taught me was, and actually he didn't preach it out loud, he showed it every day, that he showed up in his illness that he had, that you can press on through your problems.
He always encouraged you to do better, or he encouraged you to continue to do what you were doing if you were striving to better yourself. That's what I remember most about him.
I remember that he taught us never to look how we feel. He always told us to get up and comb our nappy hair and brush our teeth.
He always had a passion for the community, and that's what he wanted us to do, to go out into the community and bring them in here and embrace them and help them serve the Lord.
What I learned from Pastor Goodwin is to never take a no, never give up.
The valuable lesson that he always taught was to always treat people the way you want to be treated, and to always love everybody, your fellow man, woman.
1 year ago, it was Youth Day. It was at 10:45, and we were singing I Smile. After we got done with I Smile, Pastor Goodwin was like, if you want to sing I Smile, you have to be like Kirk Franklin. And he started moving like this, just like Deacon Swoop, one of our deacons.
I remember Pastor's smile. I remember his dedication to this church. I remember his dedication to his call to ministry.
I guess his singings. I've heard the thunder roll, I've heard the lightning flash, I felt sin breakers trying to conquer my soul, but I heard the voice of God saying, still fight on. I remember that most about him.
The best lesson I've learned from Pastor was his ability to foresee what was given to him, his vision to come from God, his undying will to complete the journey. Even in the midst of his sickness, he strived to complete the vision that was given to him.
Peter is not showing any faith at all. Listen to him. He said, Master, we worked all night. We know fishing, and you don't know anything about fishing. This place have already been fished out. Besides, we are tired. Besides that, we have fished all night long. In other words, Peter said, Lord, we already tried that and it didn't work. We are professionals. We know what we're doing, know our fish, but aren't you a carpenter? You might know about wood, but we know about fishing. Leave the fishing to us. We tried it already and it didn't work. There's no use for us going out there once again. My brothers and sisters, it's sad, but Peter sounds like a typical Baptist. We look at the programs that we have tried in the past and we see very little success. And we say there's no use to trying them again. We know how to do it and we tried it, but it didn't work. Out of these 38 years of being pastor here, we've tried many programs. Some programs have worked and some did not work, but that's no excuse. When the master challenges us once again, launch out in the deep. It's our responsibility to do what he said. It's our responsibility to act in obedience. I look back and see how we broke the ice in the traditional Baptist church with drums, combos, bass guitars, saxophones, and even directors that had swag. We broke the ice because he said, launch out into the deep. Some of it worked but had its consequences. But even today, he's still calling us. He's still challenging us in this new age to launch out into the deep. You got to break away from that tradition that you have been set in and launch out into the deep. Even so, God is telling us that we need to move out of the box. And I stop by to tell you, tradition will hold you in a box. People's tired of the same old. You got to move out of the box.